You need truth and life. Here is the Brother Leon Show. You better recognize.
What's going on, listeners? This is your boy, Brother Leon, and you are tuning into another episode of the Brother Leon Show. So today, guys, I just want to take this time to celebrate my brother from another mother. His name is Mitchell Coleman. The one thing that I can say about this brother, I'm not going to lie, man. We have been together thick as thieves ever since, oh my God, since high school. And I graduated in 1990, so you know that's a long time ago. So we've been hanging strong. I mean, he was with me, you know, in salvation, out of salvation, trying to find our way back. He was there when I backslid. I mean, most of my most sensitive times in my life, I can say that Mitch has been a part of my life. And the one thing that I can say, man, is that he is a blessed man of God. He is very gifted. I'm not going to lie. I got into the Christian rap game because of Mitch. And if it wasn't for Mitch, I probably would have never experienced that in my life because, you know, I never thought about rapping. But the one thing that I love about Mitch is that his whole persona, he was a rapper, he was a writer. And I mean, man, we ended up hooking. I'm serious. I'm up here trying to remember how do we met at church. We met at church, and you know, I ain't trying to put his business and stuff out there, you know, through some kind of crazy way. He ended up staying. My mom ended up letting him stay with us, and he stayed with us for a while, and everything. And so during that time that he was staying with us, we was going to Church of the Firstborn at the time. Pastor George was our pastor. Our church was actually on Market Street, right where the Resurrection Center is. And right where they have their fellowship hall, that used to be our main sanctuary, right where they have their fellowship hall. So, I mean, I remember, man, the first rap we did was called Totally Committed. It was me. It was him. It was Mark. It was Rod. It was Alfonso, because I believe, Alfonso was with us at the time. And that was the first time we rapped. We rapped New Year's Eve, 1989, if I'm not mistaken. New Year's Eve, 89 or 9, one of them two. But, man, I'm serious. I'm digging into the tapes. And the one thing, I mean, he was so talented, he actually wrote a rap for the books of the Bible. And I mean, it was like Genesis, Exodus, then right next to this, Leviticus, Numbers, Don't Sleep or Slumber. The next book is called Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges. Now get in line with me. The next book is Ruth, or something like along them lines. I come to speak the truth. The next book is Ruth. The Bible is strong, 100 proof. First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, so I don't know, man. But I mean, I'm just digging. And I'm just surprised that I can remember it because another song that he did was called Let's Be Wise. And it was like this: let's be wise and do the right thing. I came here hoping that you might bring your sister, your mother, your brother. Let's all sit down and talk to one another. And I mean, it was just some good stuff. I mean, back then. And I mean, man, it was crazy because during that time, you know, I would take in, you know, we had a car. We actually started getting to the place where we started going out and going to different churches and things of that nature. And it was good. And the one takeaway that I got from us being in the group was the fact that we inspired one person. And this guy, he's actually still rapping. His name is King Cyrus Alexander. And the crazy thing about it is that, you know, we were rappers at Church of the Living Word. We started at Church of the Firstborn. And then when Pastor George passed, we ended up all going over to Church of the Living Word under Pastor Eddie Johnson. I think probably right then and there. I mean, man, it seemed like, man, we was rapping all the time. But during that time, it was good. Just, you know, because Christian rap was new. Our favorite groups were Soldiers for Christ. I still love Soldiers for Christ to this day, Super C, Cross Movement. Those are still my guys today. I think I'll probably still listen to them today and everything. But the one thing, man, getting back to Mitch is that, he is a good brother. And the one thing that I love about him now is like he's always been a creative. He's always had his hand in the arts, because I remember he used to promote concerts. He used to work with Dave Woolley. And Dave Woolley, he is like, the big man around town here in Delaware and in Wilmington. And so, he worked with him, promoting concerts. And then the next thing I know, Mitch is up here doing extra work up in Philly and New York and things of that nature. And now, he's back here and has his own channel, and he's, going for journalism. And he's got, Yo Hood News. It's crazy. And I've been on there maybe about a couple times and everything. But the one thing I will say, man, is that God has blessed that man of God. And the one thing that I see for him is that I see greatness. I ain't gonna lie. He's had his ups, he's had his downs. But the one thing that I can say is that God has kept him. And his journey isn't over yet. So, brother, I just want to say happy birthday. And I just want to decree the word of the Lord over you, that God is going to begin to bring you to a place of restoration. And that the things that were lost, God is going to bring those things back into your hands. And he's going to begin to restore relationships. He's going to begin to restore, monies and fortunes, because you're very gifted and you gave a lot. You gave a lot away. But I'm here to tell you this day that your work and your labor of love will not be in vain. And that God, he's heard your prayers. He's seen your heart. He's even seen your tears. And so, man, I just want to say happy birthday, brother. I love you. And man, be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed in all that you are and all that you do. Man, be blessed. I bless you. I'll pronounce the blessing of the Lord over you 1,000 times more. And so, man, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for back then. And I want to say thank you for right now, because had it not been for what we did back then, I would not probably be where I am right now and everything. Because the one thing that I can say is that during those times rapping, it brought out a character in me that I never saw, because I was shy. And so it brought out an outgoing personality that developed in me. And even the last time that we rapped together and we did Wealthy Place, I just actually saw, man, how good we are, how good we are together, our strengths. And I thoroughly believe, man, that me and you, man, we definitely could have been a duo unlike any other. And that's the God knows truth. But, it's that time is done and gone, man. But the one thing that I can say is that I appreciate it. I appreciate it then. I appreciate it now, man. And it has been a pleasure to rock the mic with you, man, to be by your side and to, to write with you, to practice with you. And even when we was doing our crazy stuff, man, just knowing that we both were there for each other. So, man, I just want to say, man, I appreciate you, man. I love you. You be blessed. And so, Brother Leon listeners, I just want to say this is my heart. And my heart is for my brothers, for my family. And so, keep Brother Mitch in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers and everything. So I just want to give you guys a little something because, he's been so dear to me. And that's the God knows truth. So, hey, subscribe to Yo Hood News. And we going to load this up. He don't even know I'm doing it today either. So, you guys be blessed. And I will catch you later. That's the God knows truth. Peace.
Walk in the truth that makes you free every day. Follow Brother Leon on all social media outlets.